Welcome back to Milkhouse Podcast, episode 6. How are you, Stephanie?
I am so good. How are you?
It's Saturday. I'm very good, but I'll tell you what, I had an embarrassing moment yesterday.
Tell me. Can't wait.
So I got off work, and my daughter was having one of her friends over. And so I thought, I'm going to get them some pizza.
Sure.
Before I pick them up from school and take them home.
Right.
So got off work, went to the pizza shop, and red flag right away was their little POS or point of sale kiosk, the card reader, was a piece of junk. And I was like, oh man, I'm going to have trouble. Put my card in, didn't work. And she gave me well, you got to stick it in 3 times and then swipe, something like, you're like, that's not how it's supposed to work.
Right.
Anyways, it denied my card and then it pulled up as fraudulent. So I go in there and it's like, I have plenty of money.
Right.
And I couldn't get the pizza then she gave me that weird look like, oh, well, do you have a different card? And so I was furious and I called my bank and they're like, yeah. She's like, did you just try to purchase pizza? And I said, yeah. I said, it's it. And she's like, I don't know. She's like, their card reader rang it up as fraudulent. And so anyways, I was ticked, figured it all out. I just went and got cash and came back.
That's so annoying.
It's just embarrassing sometimes because people are looking at you like, he doesn't have any money.
It's so funny. Does it help to know that happened to Shaq one time? Shaquille O'Neal?
I feel like I've heard that story. Was it at Walmart?
Yeah. When he purchased $70,000 worth.
Oh, yeah. And then his bank marked it as, yeah.
So if it can happen to Shaq, it can happen to anyone. Yeah.
I mean, I played it off cool.
Super annoying.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But I was pretty torn up about it. But
yeah,
whatever. Life goes on.
Pizza? Yeah. It's all good.
Sorry, but are you ready? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I know. I just said I was sorry that happened to you.
It's okay.
That's the worst. Yeah.
You ready to talk about today's topic?
Yes. I'm so ready. I love this topic.
Yes. We're calling this episode Y2k Bug False Flag Event. So do you remember something that happened just before the year 2000?
I do.
Yes.
And it created quite a stir. Jeez.
Yes, it did.
A lot of stores were bothered by quite a stir, though.
Yes,
it was terrifying.
So we were 12.
Yeah.
12 years old. So 6th grade when this happened.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I remember seeing some of it on the news, and I remember a lot of my parents' reaction to it.
Yeah.
And for my dad, he was really in computers. My dad was a electrical engineer, so he was trying to tell me what's going on. I didn't really understand.
Sure.
And so we'll just talk about a brief history about what this was. So it was called the Y2k bug, and it was also called the Millennium Bug. And it led to a nationwide scare, but it was also on a global scale. And it all surrounded getting to the year 2000. Crazy. Y2k was a bug that was unintentionally created by computer engineers. And so when they dated everything in the computer, they put it by 2 digits. So if it were 1960, they would just put the 60. They never put the 19 in front of it. And the problem was when they knew they would get to 2000, they didn't know if it would register as 00 and not the 20, and basically take them back to 1900. And we can think if everything, including software and hardware on computers, was wired to this, how much or how many problems this could actually cause.
Right.
And we know what happens in the end, but what did you think about this as a 12-year-old when this happened?
Well, I think at that point is when those Left Behind series were pretty big. And so
I
was like, oh, this is it. This is legit
happening.
And I hated that because I'm like, I never even read those books. I don't know what to expect because I was too terrified to read them. But I had sisters and friends who were just like glued to those books. Like, so I just assumed like this was it. Uh, we're all gonna die. 12 was a good time. So yeah. And there was just so much panic behind it. Like, yeah, oh, I'm trying to think when the movie came out. I think it was,
The Left
yeah,
Behind,
so
the first movie.
the first book came out in 1995.
Okay.
So this is like 5 years prior. So,
Well,
all of that stuff just surrounding him, like, this is it. What a way to go out. But
it came. Yeah, the
I
film came out in
terrifying.
2000
Yes.
with
So
Kirk
again,
Cameron.
the timing is insane.
Yes. Yeah, you're right. He knew. He was
He
capitalizing
knew.
off
Yeah.
Y2K.
Yeah. So so yeah, I think Terrified was a good, and like me, I get very queasy about talking about end times and all of that. It's just never been a topic that I've enjoyed. So when you were watching it as a 12-year-old play out in real time of what it seemed to be, I mean, that's just it's terrifying. And when all the adults are panicking around you, I mean, it's on the news. It's talked about in the small towns and the big city. At least everyone was talking about it, and no one knew how it was going to go down. Like people
How?
were prepping, like
Yes.
doomsday preppers were out. Like, I don't know how much our town was affected as far as like grocery stores, but I know all over the place, like stores were running out of things because people were so convinced that when this went down on January 1st, 2000, like we weren't going to have anything. So,
Yeah, they were panic buying.
yeah.
And I know my mom definitely protected me from
Hmm.
the store at that time from noticing that store, or maybe I just didn't notice.
Yeah.
I will include the link to the video, but I found a video on YouTube. And let's see here. It's from KNS, so Ken's 5 San Antonio, which they
Okay.
take a look back at the frenzy going on when Y2K was happening and a lot inside the stores. And yeah, there was a ton of panic buying. It was
Yes.
kind of like the toilet paper thing when the
Yeah.
coronavirus was here.
Yeah.
And I didn't notice a lot of it because I was 12, but then again, my
Yeah.
parents might have just not taken me out at the time because we went to all the big department stores. But
Yeah.
but I will include that just so you can get a look back at the past to see what happened. But what did your parents do specifically that you remember during this time?
They just kept things normal. I They did not make a big deal about it. Um I mean, we went to New Year's Eve party with our family. I mean, they just didn't make a big deal about it. I think
Hmm.
when you have, we had 7 young kids, or at that point, 6 young kids. You're not going to cause chaos in your own house by something
Hmm.
like that. So I don't remember a lot of conversations unless it was from coming from school or something like that, or the news. I feel like there was probably more churches that were praying through the new year than normal, but
Yeah.
yeah, we just kept it normal. We came up here and had like a New Year's Eve party with family actually in Gas City. So, I mean,
Yeah.
it was like you're either gonna die or you're not. At this point, you're not controlling it. So
You
you
were
gotta think.
celebrating anyways because of the new year. It just had a
Yeah.
tail on it. You
Yeah.
didn't know if
So
we'd
right.
reset back to the old
No.
days.
No. It's possible we had like a few more snacks, you know. If I don't know.
I know I was too young, but there was a big surge in Y2K fashion. I don't know if you came across any of that in your research.
Well, I'm seeing that's coming back around. So, which is
Oh,
fine. I think it's fun. It was fun then, it's fun now. Yeah. The music I don't think is coming back, but I like it. I'm not bad about the trends coming back at all.
no,
But
it's the
it's at the
90s.
same times it's like that was such a core memory in our lives that to make a joke about it, I don't know that I appreciate that.
Yeah,
I know there was a movie that came out a couple years ago. I've not watched that.
yeah.
I just
It
remember
has
seeing little clips of it.
the girl who played in the new Snow White. I don't know her name. But yeah, I
Um,
didn't see it either, but
the Rachel girl.
yes, yeah.
Yeah, no, I won't be watching
Yeah,
that.
she's
I
got a bad
lived it. I guess
attitude.
I don't have to watch it. No, it was such a very interesting time. And I mentioned earlier, it's so interesting with it being such a core memory and then nothing happened. Like there was all this buildup for absolutely nothing. Like everything was fine. And you look back now and you're like, that was so wild. But even in that moment, every time the clock strikes midnight on a new year, there's like a little bit of panic that goes off. Like, is this it? So, and I've survived ever since then. So
You're
it's
right.
nice.
That little voice inside that says, you know,
This
prepare
could be it.
yourself. It could
Because
happen.
the world could only end on a brand new day of a brand new year.
Of course.
And again, we've already outlasted what the Mayans thought. So we're,
Uh,
we're doing good.
I think the Mayans, the whole idea, I believe they were pre-flood. That's why they're where did they go? They got washed up.
I just thought it was a prank. Like,
They pulled pranks back then.
yeah, like this is going to be so much fun. I
Anything
think
is
they knew how to have a
possible.
good time.
I
They
will
knew they
say
weren't going to
this.
live forever or forever.
You say what?
I said they knew they weren't going to live forever. They
Well,
have a lot of
I hope
power.
not.
Let's make
Yeah.
this fun. Yeah.
Let's make this fun. Let's go down and carry on
Yeah.
a joke, starting a joke.
I
But
love
I
it.
will say this about the Left Behind series. So Tim LaHaye is the one that authored that.
Yes. Yes, I'm familiar.
Everybody is entitled to their own interpretation of
Hmm.
scripture. Okay.
Hmm.
That is a constant debate about who's right, who's wrong.
Right.
And, I have my personal opinions, but I do believe Tim LaHaye really poisoned the minds of how the rapture will be
A thousand
happen.
percent. A
And
thousand
I feel especially as our group, especially when the film
percent.
came out 2000, the books were already circulating. I mean, it was
Right.
really popular. The idea that you're going to get left behind just
Right.
caused like a whirlwind of anxiety through young people and probably
Right.
older people as well.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I mean, it would you go to like the Christian bookstore and it's just a thing. I mean, they made a movie series about it.
With was Nicolas Cage was on them, right?
He was in the remake, and it wasn't
Okay.
bad. I
Remake.
watched it with the guy
Yeah.
from One Tree Hill. What's his name? Was it Michael something? I don't know. Chad
And
Michael Murray.
oh
Sorry, he
my
had two
gosh.
first names. But I just think that guy really, really pushed it. And
I
I don't
think
know
you
if it's the outcome he was really hoping for by writing these books.
I
But
I don't know. My thought process was there again, I know a lot of people read those books. I know a lot of people that read them. I know my best friend um growing up loved those books. I mean, had
mhm,
all of them, read them multiple times, whatever. But it's so interesting of how much anxiety these books brought to people, especially the younger generation, when the Bible states so many times, like, not to be anxious. Like,
yes. Yeah.
God is not the author of confusion. Like, so
Right.
it's very insane that you made a lot of money off of building anxiety. And so
Yes.
I've noticed in our country and in our world, anything big happens, everyone is like, this is it. And our minds, I think, have been so, I don't know, altered in a state like anything that happens. We're like, okay, this is it. The computers are going to malfunction. This is it. We're dying. Oh my gosh. There's a virus. This is it. You get a, stay in home place order. This is it. It's just very interesting that we've created a society built on anxiety. And especially in the Christian home. I think that's the hardest thing for me. If we're trying to spread the gospel of Christ, why would you focus on the I say the negative side on it? Like, why are you trying to build anxiety if it's
Mhm.
supposed to be a hope in Christ? and a
Right.
love and grace. Like that's what you should be working on. And
Yes.
especially if you think the end times is here or coming, why would you not like be loving more and showing more grace and trying to win people to Christ that way? Like I don't know. I think
No,
it's
no, you're 100% right. Instead of the fear mongering of not being taken,
yeah,
it's like, why don't you focus on the other things and not worry about it?
which is exactly what he told you to do.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
did not go out and say, "Hey, hold up those signs that say the end is near. You're going to,
Yeah.
the other place." Um,
HE double hockey sticks.
yeah, like you can go out and show the love of Jesus. Just my gosh, by showing kindness around. Like we don't have to scare people into loving Jesus.
Right. Because that's not
No,
sincere.
no, not at all. So, so I think that's what Mr. Tim did. I don't think that was his intention to bring fear. I think he was trying to breed maybe like a warning, but also when you truly don't have any idea because um, everyone views the Bible in a different way and interprets things different. That's a pretty bold statement to make in those books.
Very bold.
So,
Yeah. His interpretation, it came off as fact. Like, this is how
right,
it will happen. I think
right,
that's what scares people,
right,
even down to what happened to their clothes. They're just
right. It's just
dropping on the
there.
floor. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, it's a very interesting topic. But again, I'm gonna assume that's why Y2K became such a bigger deal because our minds were already accustomed to, hey, this is gonna happen and this is gonna be bad and very
Great
interesting
point.
topic.
Because
Mhm.
it will happen one day. And
Yeah.
it's always in the back of our minds,
Mhm.
what's the next? Like what we have going on currently in the world about Greenland and, it's always China or Russia. There's always the pending third world war or the
Right.
apocalypse. And
Which I mean, not that I'm trying to disagree with any of that, but I can't count on my hand the number of times I've heard that in my life. Like,
Mhm,
here we go. This is about to start. It's about to
mhm.
start. It's about to start. I just think we just get worked up so quick.
We do.
So,
You're 100% correct. We do get worked up at, I think it's, especially nowadays, I feel like everyone's just on edge.
oh yeah.
I think that's why our mindset's just, we get scared and there's a lot of psychological warfare and
Mhm.
the instant access to information,
Correct.
the internet right away.
Correct. Yeah.
So there's no reading about the paper the next day or the following week. It happens instantaneously,
In the moment.
which
Yeah.
can information overload and cause a lot of stress reaction.
And though I appreciate social media, I can see. I mean, your life takes a big change, even if you're just off all social media for a week or two.
Oh yeah,
Like it just it's very interesting. But
it is.
I think it started from those books. I just we were conditioned to believe this was the end.
We?
Do you
I'm
wonder
kidding.
if there's
I was totally sold on it too.
no, I yeah. Again, I'm like, well, I think this is gonna be it.
You better not curse today because you're not going to get taken.
No, because you're not gonna make it. Yeah.
Not going to make that.
Man, what a fear. I do sometimes think, like, there were people that had those bunkers underground
Hmm.
and got ready. Do you think there's still some people living in bunkers? Like for 26 years, they've just been underground, not knowing that we're still going strong.
I'd have to, you'd have to be really removed from society to get away from that
Well,
because,
I think that's possible.
I mean, I think you could have enough food and some kind of water filtration system, but I mean,
Hmm.
you still, if they're bunkers on the property, you still have to pay property taxes. Like, how are the accounts? You know what I mean? There's still real paper trails you have to do. So I don't know if anybody. I'm sure there are people that have gone,
Yeah.
underground for some time, but if you ask me, which Steve-O made this comment
Yeah.
before we were talking about bunkers, and I said, would you go into a bunker if you had one? And he said, I'd rather just die in the fallout. He's like, I don't want to live underground in a small bunker for 20 years. He's like, that's
He
not really
couldn't handle that. He's too much of a people person.
nobody to talk to. I,
He's so awful.
yeah, I'm sure there are. Would I, if I had one? If I had one, I think I think we underestimate our natural instinct to protect ourselves and our loved
Mhm.
ones. So, I mean, yeah,
Yeah,
if there was a big explosion, like say a city got nuked,
yeah,
worst case scenario, yeah, we're probably going to run under there because it's going to be a defense mechanism. But I mean,
right.
am I going to build one? Probably not.
No. Okay.
No.
Just curious.
Yeah, no, it's a good question. Would you?
1000%. Just for fun. Just you could make some money that way.
Dude, all the big
So
wigs are making them. You hear about
I
that? They're
know
all
I
building
gotta get into
bunkers
that.
and
No, because I think that I would struggle to know like when to come back out of that bunker. Like, do you come
right.
out at the wrong time and here come the zombies running past?
Zombie
Like,
wave.
you don't know, but it's very interesting. Any of those doomsday preppers, if they hear this, maybe they can fill us in and give us more inside information.
I would love more inside information, but I will ask you a fun question.
Okay.
Would you prefer, if you had to pick your apocalypse, would you
Okay.
rather live through a nuclear fallout or a zombie apocalypse?
I'd just rather die. Don't seem like fun options.
There might be zombies in
Um,
both because of the fallout, the radiation.
yeah, I guess I would say the nuclear fallout.
Hmm, interesting.
Yeah.
I would have taken you for a zombie person.
No.
Yeah.
That's too much work. That's way too much work. We've had this talk before.
We have.
It's yeah. It's
You
I'm
might
not here for
tear
it.
a rotator cuff and
Yeah.
knocking them left and right.
Yeah. No. If there's no way to really kill them, it's gonna be never ending. You're gonna get no break.
With a
And yeah,
fallout, you'll slowly die from radiation.
yeah. But it'll end, you know?
That's right.
So I'll take the radiation. So
Noted.
yeah. I assume yours is gonna be the zombie, but
Of course. Of
I like a
course.
good fight. Oh yeah, though. Yeah, take me out. I don't there's no need for this. But and I think people thought that was gonna happen on Y2k. It's just the thought process
Yeah.
collectively that we're like, the computers are gonna mess up and then everything else is gonna be done.
Well,
Everything.
that leads into what I was going to talk about next. So back to Y2K. So there
Uh-huh.
were some major issues in the financial world.
Mm-hmm.
Banks, lenders, they had a calculated interest rate based on one day. So if the numbers reset, hypothetically, uh, it would calculate the interest rate of 100 years prior. So it would break down the calculation, mess that up.
Yeah.
Power plants that are run off software that has timers on
Mm-hmm.
everything, it would screw that up, which was could be very dangerous.
Right. Right.
Transportation, flights were all screwed up. I imagine some trains, systems.
Our whammos would have been going insane.
Oh man, they would have been driving backwards
The wrecks everywhere. To just
everywhere.
stop. Yeah, it would not
Yeah.
have been a good time.
The Ken 5 San Antonio News has a little bit on that. So police, military, hospitals, they had generators in
Mm-hmm.
preparation. They had a surplus of emergency supplies. People were running in preparedness drills
Oh,
just
yeah.
in case it happened.
Right.
So yeah, like you said, they were really prepping for like a doomsday event. And if they had hashtags in, it would be hashtag preppers, hashtag Y2K preppers.
Hashtag we're all gonna die. Yeah,
Yes.
would have been a good time.
And spoiler alert, at the stroke of midnight, the Y2K bug did not happen. But there were some mild complications here and there in other countries, but they
Mhm.
didn't turn out to be a big deal. But
Yeah.
kudos to the guys who had to manually enter and change all these things to fix the problem. You think
Yeah.
of all those
Right.
hours clicking at a computer, whatever they're doing. I mean, carpal tunnel syndrome
Right.
off the
And
charts.
they had a great opportunity to really prank the country. in the world. So
I mean,
I don't know.
there's a conspiracy itself. You think it was a test just to see the public's reaction to something? Like to
Yeah.
psych them out just to do some damage?
Well, yeah. I mean,
Or here's one conspiracy theory. Was it an attack from like marketing, like grocery store marketing, that they wanted to have a surge of sales? So they just scared everybody. They paid somebody to say, hey, say there's some kind of bug.
honestly, if they did, that's fabulous. Good for you guys. Like, I think
Genius.
which is the hand sanitizers sales went through the roof
Oh, yeah.
when COVID
Yep.
happened. Like,
You couldn't find a can of Lysol if your life depended on it.
no.
Oh, it was gonzo.
Yeah. So some people really succeeded through COVID. So
Oh, financially, yeah, they came out on
yeah, we
top.
were like, whoa. Yeah.
Imagine the guys that were making just masks for hospitals. They're like,
Like what? Yeah, it's
wow, we're
insane.
making a lot of money.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like we've lived through some wild things because we got through Y2k and then the next year we had 9/11, which
Yeah.
has branched out its own
Yeah.
ridiculous amount of conspiracy theories, which
Yep.
are very interesting.
Yes, very.
Um, I mean, COVID, just so many things. It's been very interesting.
Even down to the Iraq war. Why did we went into Iraq? There's all kinds of
It's
conspiracy.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
But
Which we love. So I think what's funny is at that point in 2000, we didn't have that much knowledge. Can you imagine? And everyone has talked about it. If we lost all that power source now, we'd be in such a worse state. Like I don't
like
think people will survive.
like lost a power source and then couldn't get it back.
Yeah.
Like it crashed everything and we still hadn't recovered.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I can't even imagine. I think from my perspective as a kid, it was fun for me because I think I just thought of it as, oh, I don't have to go to school and I can play outside. And because,
Yeah.
watching my parents fill up these plastic tubs full of non-perishable items,
Yeah.
cans and things like that. I mean,
Yeah.
they were smart. I mean, they were just taking a precaution. They didn't go bananas. They didn't go
Yeah.
doomsday style, but I mean, they had a couple large containers of food and stuff just and water, just in case. I think they might have even filled up the tub, but I mean, that only
Yeah.
buys you time anyways.
Right.
But, just in case something happened. But yeah, I mean, I can't even imagine a dystopian world where it ended in 2000. Isn't that another theory
No.
that the world
Yeah.
did end in
And here we are.
1999? Yeah.
Yeah. It's just crazy. It's very crazy. So maybe my parents' plans were just to have us surrounded by people like they were with their family, just in case something went down. We would
What state
all.
were you in then?
I mean, we were here in Indiana. We
Okay.
came up for New Year's, so
Gotcha.
yeah. But
Well, it's a good thing it didn't happen.
I know
But
because
who's
we
to
wouldn't
say
have
it
a
can't happen?
podcast.
Right?
We
That'd
wouldn't
be a
even
bummer.
know. It would be. Oh yeah. Hmm.
So
What a beautiful time.
yeah, it's everything worked out as it should. I'll just say that.
Hmm. Yeah, I agree. And again, now we have movies. Now we have fashions are back. Like, I'd
The
like to see some.
90s had a lot of good stuff in it. It doesn't get old.
No,
It
no,
ages like a fine wine.
it does. There's just so much going on. I mean,
Yeah.
I just keep reading. It was, I mean, 1998. Like they were really believing this was going to happen. I mean, they passed the year 2000 Information and Readiness Disclosure Act. Um,
Mhm.
they wanted people to share information about the status of, you know, their compliance efforts. It's just very interesting that 2 to 3 years prior to that, they're like, okay, this is going to happen.
Mhm.
So I don't know. I think they were just bored one day and they're like, let's see how far we can take this. So
Certainly possible.
yeah.
If there are
So
already listeners out there that have comments about this issue, please let us know. And
absolutely.
if you are older and you want to comment about what your perspective of it or being an adult in that time, please let us know. Because I'd
Yeah,
love to hear some side stories about this
I would too.
or some inside information.
Yeah. Oh man, wild times. You can call us right now. We'll answer your phone.
Yeah.
This has been another great episode, and we are glad you survived Y2K. We're very happy. And we will see you next week. Peace.
Peace out.